Good morning, Michael. Had a couple of unseen things come up yesterday, and I have to go take care of them. Bunch of good things, though. Yesterday wasn't a bad day. But I need to do something in Redline. I hope the other person's here. I have some really good news for someone. Yep. Alright. I'm hoping... I doubt they're gonna be here, but I also went back. I think I got 500 coal for Bucket and Ralph. I gotta talk to someone. I'm gonna let y'all hear the news when I let them hear the news. But the second I call him, y'all are gonna know. Nope, it's alright. Everything's good. I thought I had something going wrong. Hi, Austin! But, I was gonna do a little coal today, just like maybe 100, so I can get it done with. Usually I have it done by today. I'll do Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday I'll give it to him. But, probably finish it up tomorrow. But nope, I'm fine today. So far. I had to, yeah, I was doing the scooter last night. That's why I'm in this outfit. Supposedly, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty damn sure, Sierra has outlived her warrant. It should have been yesterday that was the last day. I don't know for sure, but I'm afraid if I log, like if I sign in, and Franks catches me again, he'll just say, oh, well, I didn't do it until this day, even though it was gonna be Sunday or Monday. Or, here's another thing though, another officer told me he can't reissue that warrant. So I'm kind of wondering which one, in fact, let me make, oh, I had a missed call from Rodney. Is that yesterday, I bet? Yep, yesterday. Okay. Well, I had a lot of missed calls from Ralph. He was trying to sell me a car. That's what Ralph is calling about. I need to call Bucket about the coal.
Sure.
Not in the... Okay. Hopefully Bucket gets in. I need to talk to him about this coal. I don't know. I might go down to 500 a week instead of 1,000 because I'm just getting a little burnt out on coal. But 500, I could do that. I could sit down one afternoon and just knock that out. Hi, Neil! No, but yeah, yesterday was fine. Oh, when I left abruptly, nothing happened. It wasn't. I just had to go take care of something with my patient. And it took me maybe an hour and a half to deal with it. I didn't want to have y'all sitting there while I'm watching, you know, because I didn't know what time I'd be able to get back. And it ended up, I thought it would be like 20 to 30 minutes, and ended up being an hour and a half. It was a telephone conversation I had to have with her insurance company. No, today has been actually pretty good so far. I went to the store, bought our daily necessities. I go to the store almost every morning. I try to do meal prep, where I go to the store. Maybe I plan the meals 2 or 3 days in advance, and then I go get them every morning. And today I found what I was looking for was on sale. So, that's not bad. Alright, nobody's here. I do need to call Rodney. Today I need to get in touch with Rodney. I also need to talk to Kelly and see if they've set a date, a trial date for Buju. I need to talk to Murphy. Like, there's a lot of things. Murphy's the hardest one, though. I'm gonna have to probably get the co-counsel. I'm probably gonna have to get CJ and Rodney on that one. Or I might have to just send it directly to Murphy. I might have to send him an email. But nope, I got good news. Good morning, Michael. I got good news for somebody today. I honestly, like, it's good news for someone, but I don't know if it's absolute good news. Like, it's one of those I have to kind of question, but I do see where they're coming from. Let me put it that way. A situation happened like 2-3 days ago, and I need to tell somebody. I need to updating us. I know. I am keeping you in suspense. Well, I want all y'all. I don't want metagaming. Let me put it that way. This is one of the things I don't want metagaming. Like, I don't want to tell y'all what's going on. And then 5 minutes from now, I get a phone call from that person just like, I just felt like talking to you. No. And it does happen. Believe me, that does happen quite a lot. There are a couple of times I've been on stream, and I'll tell y'all something, and then later in the day I get a call from someone, and they're like, "Oh, I just felt like talking." And I'm like, "What do you mean? I haven't been live for like 7 minutes. You're good, Kosh." But and I'm like, "What do you mean you just felt like talking?" And the reason they felt like talking was they watched my stream and saw they were watching it that morning, and they knew I wanted to talk to them. They knew what it was about. So that's metagaming. I don't report it, right? I don't want to brush it off, but I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So from now, I just say that, y'all will find out when that person, and that person might not find out. I can't stream long today. I have to be somewhere, anywhere between 9:30 and 11. I have to be somewhere. So, and I will definitely tell everyone what's up. I don't know if he doesn't want the 1,000 coal, then I'll just make it in the bottles. That's not an issue. Does he have the rig though? Because I haven't heard nothing from him. I haven't heard anything from him. Last I heard, Ralph asked me to get the coal. If that's what Rodney was talking about, because I know Rodney on his stream was like, there's something bottle-wise is a game changer. If it's the oil rigs can do coal and all that, I still think I'll get it my way. It's just faster. If the farms work like they do all the other farms, like the oil rig, if they work like all the other ones, it's still gonna take like 10, 11 hours to make bottles. Plus, they're gonna have to take the coal and the glass and the sand and all that from the oil factory to the foundry. I mean, I can make, let's see, I can make 1,000 bottles. If I sat down and ironed out 1,000 coal, it'd be 6 hours probably. I can make 1,000 bottles. If I use the foundry and the oils, it'd probably take like 14 to 15 hours. Now, granted, it's semi-AFK, because you do have to go pick up the coal. You do have to go where do they pick it up from? It's got to be in the Arctic. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I do it my way because now I would love to work with the foundry. But for right now, I don't have the money to pay them. Like, I know what Rodney's spending on bottles. And I mean, I am spending a lot less the way I do it than the way Rodney does it. But once again, Rodney went straight alcohol now. So that's one less. Him and Teabag were the only two doing meats. So I haven't seen Teabag in the city in a few days. So I don't want to put all the farms out of business, but I might have to but then again, I'm not in the city that much anymore either. The population has went down a little bit. Like last night, I was watching the baguette car because it's funny, and I went to see. I'm like, how many people are in here? There was only 36 people. Now that's a Monday night, so I'll give them that. I was watching wrestling at the same time, so But I mean, I remember when nightly we used to have 50 to 60 people every night. And I still believe in Redline. It's probably the best server, in my opinion, on 5M. But there's, yeah, Bucket and Max. I think Max probably. He's even getting a pilot's license. Yep, okay, good. Well, then Ralph shouldn't sell his plane. Ralph should give his plane to Bucket, and then Bucket over time can pay him with profits they make out of, because his plane does have storage. It might be broke, but we use Harry's storage all the time when we sell me alcohol. All right. Like if I talk to Bucket and he's like, oh, you know what, our oil thing can make coal. We don't need coal no more. Well, then I have 1,000 coal. I can go make 1,000. That's $500,000. Now, what I do want to talk to him about is if they're selling oil for cheaper than the mall. If I can get oil for like 25, 30, then yeah, I'll buy it from them. But if they're like, oh no, our oil's $40, then I'll still just buy it from Harry. But yeah, I honestly, I don't like, this is speculation on my part. Objection, speculation. I think the developers thought oil would be like stealing oil would be much more of a thing than it is. It was at first. But then if the mini malls started carrying it, they started regularly stocking it, nobody's really stealing oil anymore. I hope that when the city's fully unleashed, as I'd like to call it, we get a couple of more levels. Like maybe bank robberies do faster, speed up the drilling process or something like that. I still to this day, it's been 3 months. I've asked Hatchie to make that drill for me, and she just, I don't know. I don't even know if she still has a blueprint. I think it's for robbing ATMs, which I'm surprised, because we all know Hatchie loves robbing ATMs. I'm surprised she hasn't made that drill already for that. But, if I can mine, I doubt I can mine with it. If Harry's oil is scarce, well, no, Harry just orders it. Harry has an unlimited supply. It just is the amount of stock he can have. Like, if his stock's 100%, then he can't get none. But, here's my question. Is the oil refined or is it raw? Because it's probably crude, and they probably have to refine it. And depending on, that's why you need the coal, because you have to cook coal to refine it. So that's all going to take effect about how much. I'm going to ask Bucket. I'll call him today and ask him about the coal. If he don't want mine, then you know what? Yes, there it is right there. Harry's not going to be in the city at all either, by the way. Harry's on a vacation till the 30th. But Seth can buy our alcohol. I hope Ralph has no part in the rigs. As soon as he gets near, it's going to go to shit. Honestly, the foundry was not Ralph's fault, y'all. Okay? The foundry was not Ralph's fault. The foundry business model, in my opinion, was faulty from the get-go. You should have not been able to get certain materials only from the foundry. Like, copper and iron. There should be no nodes in the city we can mine. Or there should only be a certain process we can refine it up to. You should have had to go to the foundries to do these things. The food aspect of the farm, I originally knew that eventually the locals would be taken out and they'd have to rely on farms, which I don't know if that's going to happen either. But what happens if none of the farmers are in the city? And, they need food. But if the locals are taken out that provide, or let's say they remove items from them, right? Ralph and Frenchie lost the last oil rig for a couple of masks. No. Kosh, those oil rigs were bought 5 minutes into the server reset. They had 2 people waiting up there to buy them. Those things were sold 5 minutes into. Anyone can get in there. Yeah. Oh, no, he's been there. He'd been there the whole time. I was watching somebody else's stream when the city first started up. And I think it was Harry. I think it was Lemon. And Lemon went up there immediately, and both of them were bought. Because I do believe he was going to try to buy one. I do believe, he said he wasn't, but I believe he was. But they were both bought within 5 minutes of the city relaunching. I thought about it, but then I was like, you know what? No. It's not worth it for me. Plus, I'd have had to spend like a week doing alcohol, nothing but. But I thought about it, but I was at the last moment, I was like, I don't need. Let other people have it, right? Let other people. I have my farm. And that's, well, no, I'll be honest with you. That guy, I don't know if he owns it or not, but I know a lot of people, the other one had the owner was there too. But they had to set it all up. Especially like if they don't know, he bought and sold machines almost daily. He had zero business sense, and anything he commits to, he loses interest in, and it tries to scam people. True, I will admit, but here's the thing. It's once again, Greg, and I'm not arguing with you. You have valid points, and you're right about all of that. But it's growing pains. We didn't know. I bought the first farm I bought. Like the very first farm that I purchased was, I want to say the cow, the pig, and the chicken. Right? Then I bought the machines. And now I must have bought those machines 2 times over, and I don't own them anymore either. You don't know what you're going to go into. He thought the jewelry would be the way to go. And if there was a way to make the plates and the wires at the foundry, then he would have made a lot of money. But it was the fact that you needed 2 more steps and that you couldn't do it in the foundry. The foundries are a good idea. It's just they need to take certain processes out. Like, you like the drills would be my thing. But it would hurt me as well. But if you had to take ore to a foundry to get it smelted to plates or wires, that's how it should have been. Because then everyone would have had to go, the foundries would have had a source of income. The buying and selling machines, hey, I did that. Okay? I've owned the bottle machine like 4 times before I finally just said, screw it, I'm going to keep it. So, we had to learn. But I still say that the foundry should have had items that only the foundry could do. Like we have alcohol. Only the farms can do alcohol. Harry can't order it. Nobody can just make it. The foundry needs something like that. Where it's only something needed in the city that only the foundries can do. Which it should have been oil. It should have been oil, but I like what they did with the Arctic things. That's an interesting development. It's an interesting ad, so I approve of it. But the foundries need their own thing. Like the alcohol, we're not even known. Farmers aren't known for farming anymore. Farmers are known for alcohol now. You have a lot of people asking to be hired on the farms because they see how much money we're making. And, it doesn't help when, Sean has S-Class cars. Rodney's buying all kind of stuff. I bought the funny cars. I'm not excluded from this. My alcohol purchases are really upgrading the farm. But I bought plush boxes. I bought, the Pacer, the Panto. I have spent money. I'm not gonna lie. Yep, Trevor, we're just getting a few. Alright, I'm trying to, Ralph completely, that is Ralph's thing, though. He does lose interest in stuff. And And the rings, honestly, the jewelry was a good try, though. That was a good try. And a lot of other foundries tried it as well, by the way. He was not the only one doing it. He's just the only one that was streaming it. But I know at least 2 other foundries at the time were also doing jewelry. I rarely sell anything I bought unless duplicate, and if space is no issue. Well, space was an issue, that's the thing. Before the upgrade, you could only have, I think, 11 machines, and there was like at least 17 or 18. So sometimes I had to sell one to buy another one I needed. Now, I can buy all the machines that I need for the meats and the vegetables and all that, and I'd still have 2 spots left open, 3 if I sell the coffee beer. No one's making beer, by the way. No one. I'm the only one that has dabbled in beer. It's just not worth it. It's a lot of money for little nothing. One beer doesn't really do anything to you, like drunk-wise. The coffee beer, honestly, I don't think Echo's gonna be interested. I really don't. I'm probably, if she's not, then I'm just gonna make 75 more, sell 100 of them, and then sell the machine, and beer will be a thing of the past. If she is interested, if she wants to buy some every week, then I'll keep, the machine, and I'll keep making it every now and then. But right now, I'd have the 2 wine machines, and then if they ever introduce them, I would do rose wine and the champagne. All right. I know I said 100, but I'm gonna go for 2. I think they'll leave it as it is for now. There's not really, like, a demand. Alcohol, in the city, alcohol's not really a big thing. It wasn't a big thing in 1.8, but when it came out, yeah, everybody was getting drunk. That was fine. Everybody's, oh, we're getting drunk. But now, it's like celebratory. Like something happened, and like, let me put it this way, if Boujou wins this case, okay? If Boujou wins the case, I might be able to sell him some beer. Just, as I go out partying afterwards. See, that's the 100% right there. Well, alcohol sells for $500 a bottle. So it outsells drugs. But, to be honest, it sells for whatever we want to sell it for. I would be tempted to offer Echo a deal on it, but probably not. Ralph, Bucket, Maka, Tommy, they've all helped me out. Echo hasn't. Like, I offer French a deal because I'm trying to get him to buy for his restaurant, right? And when I say that, that's going to be a lot of volume. Echo is not going to buy a lot of coffee beer. I don't think. It's not going to sell well, and it's going to expire. That's the point. Like, I'll offer it, but I don't know if I'm going to give her as big as a discount as I would give to, like, French or Bucket or something like that. Because even French in his own way has helped out. But Tommy, Bucket, Ralph even, they've helped me out quite a bit in the city. I've helped them out too. That's why they get a good deal on everything. I remember the people who helped me out. Leroy, here's a prime example. Leroy was snitching to me on the cops. And Arya knows this. So, rather than not helping him at all, he did help me in the beginning of the city. She remembers that. So now, it's like he's set to neutral. He offset his bad by the good he did. But I remember, and I help people who help me. Now, if Echo wants to buy it, like, continually, like, have a weekly shipment, then yes, she'll get a good deal. But if she's just like, I'll buy it when I need it, okay. Regular price. Well, here's the thing. I get what you're saying, Kosh. Well, no. Not really. I have not sold enough beer to actually make the money to pay off all the stuff for that machine. I've sold wine. The wine has paid off everything. But actual beer machine, it still owes money to me. I've only sold like 300 beer. And, that's 150. It's 350K for that machine and all the farms associated. And it takes more ingredients to make than other alcohol. Like, there's only 2, I think, that take more ingredients. I don't know how well thought out it was. It should probably have just been water, barley, hops, bottle, and then whatever flavor. And maybe not take as long. Maybe you get more of a yield. Like, instead of getting 1 for 1, you get like 5 for 1. You know, I don't know. There are ways they can make it, but the way it is now, I don't have an issue with it. You know, it's not being brought up with anything. No. There's intent and there's thought. And to be honest, if you look at all the ingredients it needs, that is probably what real beer is made from. You know? They're gonna need hops. They're gonna need barley. They're gonna need yeast. They're gonna need water. They're gonna need a bottle. You know, that's all stuff that the real makers use. The production quality, I think, is where it's lacking. Beer should be like 5 to every 1 time. So like so if I produce 25, I'd actually get 100. Or 20 of them. If I can make 20 batches, I'd get 100. Or maybe 3. You know, 3 to 1. Something like that. Because right now, the flavored beer are the most expensive thing in the farm. By far. By like, I think, 20K. And it just, for what little effect it does, for how much it costs, it's not worth it. I mean, you can make whiskey. I mean, a vodka. Vodka's 180K to make your first bottle. You get 5 glasses, and 2 glasses will get you drunk. It's not an issue. It's just, in my opinion, beer should be either you get 5 per batch or 3 per batch instead of 1. Because you have to make, let's see, it's 350K for everything to buy. And that's base, by the way. That's not upgraded machines. That's making, you know, slowest possible way. So you would have to make 700 bottles? No, we do not want rubber. No. Kosh? Bad Kosh. I'm joking. We had rubber. At first, we needed rubber for the bottles. The problem with that is you can only get rubber out of the garbage job, and no one's doing the garbage job. So all the farmers would have to literally spend 6-7 hours a day doing the garbage job just to make 50-60 bottles. Honestly, if it was still rubber making the bottles, I wouldn't even be doing it. I'd have sold I'd probably kept 1 wine and sold the rest. And no one would be making any kind of money. Glass, I mean, I know I got screwed over 100 bottles of rubber. But you know what? We needed it to be glass. It's easier to get glass. It's easier to manufacture. And you know, Rodney would not even be, he wouldn't even be doing alcohol right now if it was still rubber. Because no, we couldn't get rubber. It wasn't happening. You know what? I did not sign in. I need to sign into the job. Okay, see, I have 5, so I have 700. I'll get the other ones from him. I'll get the other ones for him later today. You know what I do with the money bucket gives me, right? I go buy plushies. Like, they're funding the plushie addiction. Put that up. But, I need to go sign in. I don't know if they're gonna want... I didn't know... I knew Bucket was, in the... I know he was in the oil, because I heard it. We talked to him the other day. When we were talking about the case. Don't get me started on that. But when we were talking about it, he mentioned that he had a stake in one of the oil things. Alright, let's cross the street, which would probably be the most dangerous thing to do in the real world. Let's cross over a major highway at a emergency point. Yep, that happened. Alright, I got a lucky bounce. I don't have to flip my vehicle over. They took out where you can flip your vehicle back over, which is, I think, is a good idea. You know, if a car has, like jack system in it, like some of the cars now, they have the jack for changing a tire built in. I wonder how much it would cost to put in like an auto flip. Oh, that's an actual person. That's not an NPC in that blue truck. That's a bison. It just would be too bulky, I would think, to actually have it. Plus, you wouldn't really need it that all. Alright, let's put these rocks up so I don't have them in my inventory. I almost accidentally scammed Owen out of money last night. It would have been an accident, and I would have gave it back to him. But, I forgot that I put the pickaxe in the car. So I said that the cop took it and didn't give it back. But, I was in the car. Oh, it's that guy? I call that guy Joey in Elite White. Because he's wearing the Joey sweater, but in the Elite colors. Jolie? That'd be funny. But yeah, he's wearing the Joey sweater, but he's wearing the Elite colors. Hello!
Hello.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. Oh. So can anyone wear... I'm missing 3. I'm missing Max, Dan, and, Genji. Those are the only 3 I'm missing. I've got all the other ones. I've got 2 of a lot of them now. I bought a box yesterday with, my, lawyer earnings and got a second Riley. I need to go... Actually, I still need to fill out a lawyer form. I represented someone in Sandy Shores yesterday, and Sandy Shores does not have the clipboard. It's only... I don't know why they do that. Like, we represent people at Roxwood. We represent people at Sandy. Why not put the clipboard at all 3 locations? Because now I have to wait for an officer to get on, go down there, fill it out. Oh, look, the police are on. But, like, say if I didn't have 4-wheel drive, I'd have been stuck right there. Yeah, the back wheels got sunk into the road. If the cop's not doing nothing, I'm gonna tell him to be down in the cell so I can get paid. Is he in Legion? No, he's not. Is he at... He's probably up in the hills chasing drug dealers. But hey, I love it. Yes, I have 2 Aria ones. Unfortunately, I haven't pulled an Aria one yet. Both of them have been given to me. So I need to actually get one out of a box. I'm hoping for that. I tell everybody mine's a rare one because I haven't got one yet out of a box, but it's not. You know what? I'm always expecting the cop to be behind me. Let me go clock in. And I'm gonna do this until I got to, leave. Well, I need to go check my inbox. While I'm here... Expungement case accepted. Accepted. CJ Cutler. X versus State. Okay. We'll see what happens with that one. But they need to get back with me on a time, man. I probably need to call. That might be what Rodney was calling for. We'll see what happens with that one. It's not, it's us. It's not the plushies, it's us. It's sometimes when we load in, sometimes the images won't load in, right? So it just shows us a box. But it's not like a bear issue, it's our issue. Because, I talked to Kelly yesterday, or it was a day yesterday or the day before, and all of hers were working again. So it's not a server issue, it's like when we load in, sometimes the file doesn't load properly. But since it's not like a main contributing file, it just shows us the box. Like, I can pull some out. Is that a... Oh, it's an ambulance and an officer. Oh, did somebody steal an ambulance? No, it's an armored vehicle. Hey, are you busy? Hey, are you busy?
What's up?
Can you let me down into cell so I can fill out the form so I can get paid from yesterday?
Oh, you still think? Okay, yeah.
No, okay, thank you. Am I able to run this light? Because I'm not gonna. You know what? He went down there, so I'm gonna. Oh, that was close.
All right.
Thank
let's
you.
make this quick.
Yeah. I have it all written down. His name, what I did for.
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
I'll go out to the garage.
Okay.
Alright, have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.
Alright, so see, I need to go delete that off that note. I'm gonna keep that note, and that's what that note's gonna be. When I represent people who are not an MRPD. So let me take care of that right now. Yeah, he must have got a call. Client list is what I'm gonna call this one. Alright, there we go. And now I'm up to date. Oh, he's in city. Okay.
Bucket speaking.
Hey, Bucket, where you at?
Hey, at the truck depot in Roxwood.
Ah, okay. Well, can you meet me at the train station? I have something to give you.
Yeah, no problem. Let me head over there.
Okay, I'll see you there in a minute. Bye.
Sweet.
My car is not going. There we go. Well, I saw Harvey, but he wasn't in uniform, so I don't know if he's actually, like, clocking in. He might just be taking care of some back-end business. No, I didn't lose him, and it's a my issue. It's a my potato issue. Because if I pull it out now, they might all be back. They might all be boxed. But, yeah, no, it's, and if it is a their issue, then I don't know. It might be a their issue. But it's not like a big, giant, oh my god, you know what I mean? So I just got 3,000. That'll pay for the food for the day. So I'm gonna probably just keep that cash on me. That'll pay for train tickets and well, no, the train tickets come out your bank. But that'll pay for food. Okay, this hair works with the suit as well. I was afraid, the back clips. I can live with the, well, no, if I'm standing still, I can live with the clipping. I want to see how this hair works with my other outfits. Like my lawyering outfit. I know it works with the other one. I've tried it. Alright, let me get this RV out, because I do be interested in seeing if the plushies, if they're still boxed, or if they're still, because I was a box yesterday. I don't want to be a box. I'm getting a little bit of lag. There we go. Come on, come on. Show me, show me, show me, show me. See, that's me. I'm a box still. I don't know, it might be something, but look, these are the ones I have 2 of. I have more 2 of than the ones I have 1 of. So I'm good. And I know who most everyone is now. There's still some season 1 people I don't have a clue who they are. But that's me. Unfortunately, you know what, I'm swapping. I'm being number 1. It'll get fixed anyway. It's not a priority, and I get that. It shouldn't be a priority. But, that's probably Bucket. Okay, everyone. Alright, Mr. Bucket. Got something for you.
Alrighty, what you got?
I've worked with data analysts, and we have the body cam.
Sweet, man.
Yes. Yesterday, they told me my data reconstitutionalists have recovered the body cam. And the case has been accepted.
Badass. That's awesome.
Yep, so I'm gonna, when they let me know a time and a date, I'll definitely let you know, and we can get all this set up.
Okay, can you send me a copy of what they sent you, just so I can take a look at it too? That way I can start, like, prepping questions and things we want to talk about?
I shouldn't have an issue with that. But I might have to
Yeah.
edit certain things out. Because it's like an entire day's worth of body cam.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I might just have to cherry pick a couple of options.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Yeah,
I
that makes
just
sense.
thought-
And
I know they told me they didn't have it, so I called the data people, and they reconstituted it, and we have it now.
sweet, yeah, because all I need is, like, the one part in the cells where he's standing next to Frank's when he says, I didn't have probable cause.
Did he offer you a settlement payment right then and there?
He did, but
Well, isn't
it was
that
20 grand.
I know, but wouldn't that be considered an admission of guilt if he's trying to pay you?
Oh, yeah, true. Fucking that. I forgot about that, too.
Yes, but I'm gonna.
Well, actually,
okay,
I can't remember if he said that to me directly or if that was to Rodney, but I did hear 20 grand. So I think Rodney came back in and told me about that. But yeah, if he's offering to pay, then clearly that's another admission of guilt. I didn't even think about that. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
well,
guess that's cool.
Yep, everyone, that's my good news. Yep, well, I'm also. Here's another question. It has come to my attention that you are part owner of the oil rig. Is that correct?
Yep. It was a
Well, you
lot more
still
expensive
need-
than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, well, you still need me to mine coal for y'all, though. Because don't they get
Oh,
coal
yeah.
there?
I mean, if you have time, I mean, if not, I mean, I'll definitely use it. I've been using it for.
I
all
knew
kinds
they
of
would
shit,
take
but,
it. I knew they would take. I have 700 for you so far out of the 1,000.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I'll wait till I have the rest of it. But I wanted to let you know the
Okay,
good
cool.
news that we do have the body cam.
That's awesome. I mean, honestly, we probably still could have gone through with the case anyways, but this just makes it that much easier.
Yes, it does. But I will cherry pick those things. I'm going to start when he gets on the boat, and then we're going to go till you get sent off. That's what I usually do.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. That's that should be freaking everything.
Yep. All right, then. I just wanted to let you know. I want to make you aware of what's going on.
Nice. That's fucking great news, man.
All right. You have a good day and stay safe out there.
Cool. Thanks.
I'll give
have
you a
good one.
call a little later. Bye.
See ya.
Everyone, that was my news. That was my news, is that we do have the body cam. Frank's stores everything in the cloud. So when they deleted it, it's still preserved. Like, he records everything and sends it to a cloud. So, and look here, y'all. I want to thank Officer Franks for doing that. I want to thank Mal Jinka, that's who it is. I want to thank him because he does that. Because he doesn't have to. This case would have been dismissed without the body cam. Right? And after watching it, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. This is not gonna be a slam dunk like Bucket thinks it is. One of the things I've watched the body cam now, Bucket did attempt to take a swing while they were on the boat. Bucket did attempt to take a swing at the officer. The officer cuffed him before he did it, before he could fully punch him. But he did take a swing at the officer. So they're gonna bring that up. But it didn't connect, and Bucket can say, you know, Franks' argument was it was a muscle spasm. Well, you know what? We can use that too. The one with Boujou, that case, I still have to get clarification on. I don't see why it would be a problem to have two lawyers. Maybe since me and Kelly don't work for the same, like we're independent lawyers. If we did actually make a company, then maybe we could. Because I know Snowy, but see, like not Snowy. Rodney, when Rodney was lawyering, CJ would be there, but CJ wouldn't be another lawyer. Right? That's how they work. So I can back up Kelly. Like maybe pass her a few notes on some things that I've seen. I discuss my, the reason she wants me there is in case they need to question her as the medic. Then I can do that. Since I'm a licensed attorney too. But I do have the body cam from Bucket. Let me put it this way. I think Bucket has a case. And I can use something I do. One of their biggest things was, here's my whole thing. I don't want to give away all the case. But they're like, he was in a disguise with a voice changer. Okay, well, I have an argument for that. Okay? I'll show y'all when I get to my farm. I'll show you my exact argument for that. And it's a valid argument. It's valid. Like, it should be taken into effect, but you know what? This is definitely a possibility. Okay, well, we all know, right? Outside of RP, we all know that he was there to help. Okay, we all know that. But, I ride a scooter. We all know that, right? My little scoot. Now, why do I wear this outfit when I'm scootering? Does anybody remember? That is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to hide my hood. Does anybody remember why I wear this while I'm scooting? The visibility is yes. Okay? If anyone's thinking, I remember you saying high visibility. Yes. Also, I don't have a windshield. I am driving at speeds of 30 to 50 miles an hour. Bucket is in a boat that we see over the windshield. Wearing a mask or a helmet could be because the wind blowing in your face. The voice changer, because his mask was not covering his mouth, and that he had been inhaling all kind of things in the ocean, the seawater, the salt in the air, and it made his voice, and when he got out of the boat, all of a sudden he went to the hospital, his voice was better again. It's a stretch, but it's a plausible cause. If anyone's ever been on a boat going at high speeds, you have to scream, and your voice does not sound normal. It's a flimsy-ish excuse, but it's a valid excuse. It's not gonna win the case on that, but it is something that, you know, you're out there on a boat, you have no protection from the wind, so he wore a mask. The mask did not cover his mouth. He has been inhaling all kind of salt water, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs at this officer. You know, but all of a sudden, we go to the hospital, and his voice got treated and it's fine. It's a flimsy argument, and it's not going to be like the deciding factor, but it's these little details that I think bring home, like nail it home. All right, so I knew he would take the coal, y'all. He'll still pay me for the coal. He's getting a good deal. That's why. He's getting it at a good deal. I'm only charging him 30 per instead of 50. And like I said, if he said he didn't want it, well, I got 700 bottles ready to go. You know? But yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about earlier. We can go look about what I was talking about earlier. Let me put this yeast up, though. I'm like Rodney. I'm just making yeast to make yeast. This is when this yeast is done, then I'll go make more. But for right now, that's 1,000 yeast, so that's 500,000 plus this right here. But we go down to the beer machine. Okay, coffee, beer. Where is it? Right here. Yeast, barley, and hops. You would need all this to make beer. I mean, if you've ever made beer by yourself, you need all this. So I got no issue with this. This is what I have the issue with. Because we have machines that'll pump out 5, at a time. 5 mustard, 5 raw nuggets. We have 3 kebab meat. 5, 5, 5. 3, 5. So if this produced 3 or 5, it would definitely be worth it. But, he does, though. That's the thing. He does. Here's another issue that I have, right? I watched the video. I watched it twice. I didn't go over it as much as I did with the Buju case, because the Buju case has a much deeper meaning for the city. It's going to redefine the self-defense law. So, Frank's said, this is Frank's direct quote, he was driving, he stopped the boat in the path of the criminal, but I got on the boat. Using his logic, wouldn't that mean, or he said, I got to the boat first. Wouldn't that mean he was in front of the suspect he's chasing? If Frank said he got to the boat first, that means he passed up the suspect and went to the boat. Now, I don't know how you cut it, but you can't just, if you're chasing a suspect, you can't leave them to go hop on a boat that may or may not have something to do with it. So, that's going to be the issue I have. Why did you abandon pursuing the suspect to go after this person on the boat who had nothing, who initially you didn't have any idea had anything to do with it? You had thought, maybe, but guess what? Thoughts overruled. Speculation. Objection. Speculation. I don't care what you believe. I care what we can prove. Anytime they'll say, I believe, that's a speculation objection. I don't care what you believe. I care what I can prove. But anyway, we did the math. Let's see. I think this one's the most. This one has 7 ingredients to make. No, this one does too. Okay, so the whiskey and the rum have the most ingredients to make. The wines, of course, have the least amount. But if these made like 5 or even 3, I think they'd be more viable. But nobody's making beer. I'm the only one, and the reason I bought this was literally for Echo. For her coffee shop. If she didn't have that coffee shop, I would not have bought this. I might have bought it, made 1 batch, and then sold it just to have her little, give her a few scenes with coffee beer. But nobody's making any of these. The beer vat, see, this one's only 5. So this one should be 3, these should be 5. The flavored one should be 5, since you have to spend all that extra money on the farms. Because every flavor for the beer is a 50K farm. It's not these that cost this. Every one of the flavored beers are the 50K farms. So you have to attach those into them as well. The hops is 50. The coffee, where's coffee? Coffee was 50. Now the water is only 20. The wheat was only 20. The barley's only 20. Okay, but that's 20K. Then you have to go to the machines. You need you need the barley. You need the grain. You need the fermenting. You need the bottle. It adds up pretty quick. Hello, Steven. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Like, and that's going to be my line of questioning. If the whole, I'll admit I didn't have probable cause. I'm gonna be like, well, then why did you abandon the suspect to chase after this gentleman who you, at the time, you couldn't have known was involved in the crime? Because he couldn't have known at the time. They're suspect and they had done it before, so I get that the probable cause is there. But in this specific instance, you couldn't have known. You could not have known that they were part of that. Unless you want to claim that you're psychic. And I would love for him to go in court and say he believed he was psychic. That would just be a field day for me. It wouldn't happen, but it'd be funny if he did, though. That would be probably the greatest defense I can think of. Oh, I knew. I'm psychic. I'd be like, you know what? I have no argument against that. All right, see, I got the grapes. I got 1,000 grapes. I got 1,000 yeast. All I need is 1,000 bottles. And I'll get there eventually. But as for right now, yep, right now the farm is, I don't know. I need to talk to Teabag. Let me call him. He probably is not in the city, but all the farmers are favorites.
Sure.
Nope. Okay. But, there's a couple of things I can see, though. Like, I can see, let me put it this way. When I watched the body cam, I went through it as both prosecutor and defendant. Right? I went with what I would do if they asked me to prosecute this case. You know, if I was the one on the other side, I went through that as well. So, because I have to prepare for what they're going to do just as much as prepare for what I'm going to do. There are no surprises, so we don't have to worry about any of those, you know, TV things where, you know, a surprise witness is called. No, it doesn't work that way. But I get the probable cause. He does and he doesn't. That's the thing. He doesn't have probable cause to board the boat because he can't know for sure that that person's involved in that crime. But this is not the first time they've tried to get away like that. If Bucket would have been wearing his outfit and not use a voice changer, I don't even think he'd have been arrested. It's because he was wearing the mask and using the voice changer, and guess what? That's profiling. You know, innocent till proven guilty. Some of these officers are really 100% guilty until innocent. But I hate that, you know, Franks is involved in like 6 cases right now. Like, he's just, you know what? And I get that sometimes it's frustrating having to deal with all this, but if you can't deal with it, then maybe you shouldn't be an officer. You know, I watched the video, and I'm not giving too much away, but everyone there was like, I am so over this. Okay, it was a long time. So I will 100% give them that, okay? It was a while. I forgot to ask Bucket about oil. I'll do it in a little bit. I don't even have enough money to buy 32 bottles of oil. How much do I have? I just got $3,000. How do I have... Did that money get sent to my bank now? No. Oh, it has to be in the bank. No, I can use cash. There's that option. Okay. There's that option. Yeah, right up here. Cash. There we go. I'm like, wait a minute. I'll just buy that just to have it. And buy my daily ice cream. I do need to go get a water. I do need to go get a bottle of water. But I will call oil. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Oh, believe me, y'all don't know. Well, let me say, I have a very bad habit of saying you don't know or y'all don't know. It's one thing that drives my partner absolutely crazy. It's from my father. He always used to begin sentences with, you don't know. And I just, you know, my father's my hero. He's not here no more, but he will always be my hero. And, what am I doing? I have money. I'm tripping, y'all. I am tripping hard. I just need water. But, they are on top of, like, when there's a tickets page where there's a bug page on the Discord, and there is a suggestion, or not, like, report on the website, and believe me, I've used them both, and they are pretty on top of it. I will give props to the development team. They are on top of things. But they had to prioritize, right? Like, plushie images are not a top priority, and I don't blame them for that. I do not blame them for that. Okay, let's use this. Yeah, see, I should have enough. I have enough food and drink to last for a while. I do need to put this oil up, though. I need gas, but I'll wait for gas. I'll wait till, another sales call, maybe. Nope, that locked the vehicle. That's hiding in the vehicle. Yep, so that's... See, I'd need more oil to make. I only have 700 bottles worth. I'd need another 300. I don't know. It's one of the things that we're just playing it by ear. Updating the legislation is usually they do it when there's a new law. But if they have to make existing changes, I think they would. I want to see how this does off-road. With the tires like this? Like, I'm talking about off-road, not dirt road. I mean, like, completely off-road. But I'm gonna go use the dirt road. I need to get on top of a few things today, honestly. Honestly, y'all probably will not see me on other people's streams much today. I got a lot of running to do. And then I gotta do some work behind the scenes. Oh no, it does not like off-road. This does not like off-road. There's so many pipes out here. People like that explanation too, by the way. Why it bobbles down like that. I tell them I'm running over pipes. And there's magnets. People seem to really like that explanation. More people have seen this car. They like this one now. Damn, my all my windows are busted out just from that. Wee. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh, there goes my door. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Oh, I can get out at least. My door didn't bust. Can I flip the Viet? Yeah. Let's see if it flips. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to skateboard to the prison garage. I'm probably gonna put it up at the prison garage anyway. I was about to say, that's kinda... Honestly. Now I'm gonna say, y'all, I might actually not fix the door. I might take the driver one off and drive it like this with no doors. I want a hood. I do want the hood. But I might actually take the doors off and just say that, oh no, it's a feature. The Bluetooth didn't connect on the doors. That's what I would tell them all. Now the Bluetooth didn't connect on the doors today. They're still at the garage. I still thought it would have been cool if, like, you know how Harry buys the alcohol? If, for the food, instead of, like, we can sell the food in batches of 100, but we could sell it to the prison. For, like, their commissary. Like, if I have 100 of patties that I can't sell, I can bring them here and sell it to the prison. And they get the money. There's a set price, we get paid, and the city gets the money. That would be believable. You know, because the prison would need, as many people go to prison, they would need food. I'm not jumping this car. This car is not meant for off-road. You know, there's a car called a Trident. And it's a 3-wheel like this car. Not, you know, but it's way different looking. I haven't seen them in a long time, and yesterday I saw one, and I had to laugh. It's like, I thought about my Panto. I don't care. I like the red, yellow color. Some people are telling me to change the color. Like in the city, they're like, the car's neat, but they don't like the color. I kind of like it red and yellow. What other color would I do it in, though? I don't want a car with the same color. I want all my cars to be colorful. I have green, I have blue, pink, purple. I have, monochrome. I have flat red. I didn't have a red and yellow. I could do full rainbow. Yes. Hold on. Yep, Ari is deaf. She has, if you look in her ears, those are hearing aids. And they're, what I say is they're noise-canceling hearing aids. So Arya can't hear horns or sirens. She can only hear people's voices. It's part of her thing. Green, green and yellow like a John Deere. That's a good shout. That is a good shout. Let's go see what that would look like. Uh-oh. Seatbelt. My stress is up. I haven't had stress with Ari in a long time. I'll go to the, city mechanic. I'm closer than going back to Sandy. Is that a local? I think that is a local. Yeah. I'm about to say, a local, just oncoming traffic. Brave. See, another thing is Arya, when she, like when the cops chase her, she doesn't run from them, but she doesn't stop. Like right now, say Owen saw me and wanted, that's a trucker. That's guaranteeingly a trucker in front of me. Yep, because they ran the red light. But, say Owen's behind me. I'd have to actually look behind me, or he would have to pull up next to me to realize he's there. Yep, it's fine. You're making it harder for me. This guy's gonna want to fight me, even though a trucker is the one. You know what? I'm down. Let's go. I haven't fought anyone in a while. Even my car's cheering me on, giving me the wave. But, yeah, that was definitely a trucker. But it's one of the things, like I don't think everyone needs a gimmick, right? But you do need something that sets you apart from everyone else. And her being deaf definitely sets her apart. Oh. Because I've never seen a deaf player. I don't think this is open, but for what we're doing, we don't need it to be open. Alright, let's go see. I don't even know if there is. And if I do this, will it repair? No, it won't. I was hoping it would repair. Okay, so primary. We're gonna go chameleon. We're just gonna go all the green and the yellow so we kinda. Because I don't want it to be green. Yeah, I like that kind of look. But isn't that closely resembles the cherry blossom? I like it though. If not, if there's no chameleon, then I'll definitely go the normal paint route and look. Ew, no. That says yellow pearl. Does anybody think that's yellow? That sure does look pink to me. Maybe it's got a yellow. No, it's rainbow pearlescent, oil slick pearlescent, green pearl. That close to green, but Christmas time. That's red. That is not dark green. I don't know who did that. I mean, that's green and yellow, but let's look at normal colors. Let's go to metallic. But I need to put secondary stuff on. Do they have a John Deere green color? I don't think they do. Oh, hold on. Yeah, alright. So let's go let's disable secondary color. And let's go secondary color. I mean, that does work. Let's see what the other yellows look like. Taxi yellow? No, that's not a John Deere yellow. Race yellow? I mean, that could work. Or should it be the other way around? No, the yellow has to be the secondary. Because the John Deere is... That works, though. The wheels would have to be... I'd have to change them. I'd probably change these two. Probably the yellow, too. Let's see how that would look. I'd have to change the tire to get rid of the red. Because the red's part of the paint. Let's see how it looks in green. No, I'd probably do green. And, I could change the wheels. I mean, they do, like, go to Benny's Original Spindles. Let's go up here. There might be a green one. Spindles. That's white. That's a lot of white. Let's see. Let's go down to the bottom and work our way up. Alright, we're looking for spindle. Spindles. It's above Viking. Okay, that's chrome. So if I see Viking or spindle, I get two. There's Viking, so spindle, that's blue. There's Viking, so spindle, that's the one I have, that's the red. Alright, spindle, that's the white. That's, what's, I don't know. Okay, that's still white. I thought there was green. I thought there was one that was like a green. I mean, that's black. That's just straight black. Is that it? Yeah. I swore there was green. I might just go like that then. Straight black. We'd have to change the headlights. Because the headlights are... Well, no, the headlights are yellow. I would change them to green. No, I'd leave the neons yellow. And I would change the headlight to green. Probably... I don't know why we're mixed. That doesn't look... Let me see. Technically, I'd probably just leave them yellow. Yeah, I'd probably leave the lights alone. Cosmetic. No, I don't need carbon or rear. Good plate index, I could probably... Do they have a yellow? No, they have a green plate, though. I could do that. You can't put hydraulics on it. I wish you could. I wish you can, like, bounce it up and down. But you can't. The roof is a sticker bomb, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Bodywork? That's carbon, and yeah, no, I don't want carbon then. Ooh, no, ew. No. If you gotta do carbon, you have to do, like, the whole car carbon. Roll cage. Okay. I wanted the roll cage to be green, but I'll have to live with yellow. Wheels, performance, cosmetics, tires. So what did I change? I'm not going to order this because I have to pay for it. But I can take a picture of it. I kind of do dig that. I kind of do. Okay, so I have that. I changed the plate, so I'll take a picture of the plate. And I take the tires. And I'll go get a picture of said tires. No, the tire smoke is yellow. I'm going to keep the tire smoke yellow. Benny's Original. Spindle. What I'll do is I get where the bar is on the menu. Like right here. Because if it's way down, I know it's way down. Okay, is that all I changed? Yes, that's all I did. Oh, I'm totally 100% considering, just for the fun of it, like getting this. Just like completely maxing out the Panto. I wish this right here could be changed color, this little red dial, but I can live with it. Yeah, honestly, I probably will do that. I like this. I actually do like it. You're right. That does look nice. Maybe the next vehicle I can make a different color. I want to see what we originally were doing yesterday, though, before I left. Before I had to leave. Yeah, I'll keep the lights yellow. Ah, barito. Nope, not Amber. I'm sorry, I just think it's funny looking. I just think that's funny looking. Why not? You know? Why not? Amber. I don't want any Amber on the... What would it look like? Let's see what it would look like. I'm not gonna do it, but oh my... Oh, should I? Oh, hold on. This is a whole different animal now. This is a whole different animal. I don't... How would this take turns? I can't do that to this, y'all. This is my farm delivery vehicle. It has to look professional. But that is hilarious right there. That looks like the kind of car that walks down the street. You know, like how the wheels are bouncing and it looks like it's walking. This looks exactly what that car would look like. Don't. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna make a car like this one day, though. I am. Because why not? It looks funny to me. That's the point. I like cars that other people like would be like. A car that gets you to turn your head. That you're just like, whoa, what is that? And of course, if I did this one, I already know the paint job. If I did it to this one, I know the paint job. Where is it? Full rainbow. It would have to be this. It would have to be this paint job if I did this. I'm not gonna do it, but God, that looks funny to me. I'm not gonna, I know this, I'm gonna leave this, this is a professional vehicle. So it's gonna stay a professional vehicle. But, that would be hilarious. It's gonna go away the second I put it up. I know the paint job stayed, but when I pull it back out, it'll be the normal. If it isn't, then I got a free paint job and I need to report that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it up, and I'm gonna take it right back out to see. Nope. Okay, good. Because that would be a glitch. No, I have to keep that professional. I can do it to another... We can go look at... There's no way this would have stance. There's no way this would have stance. Imagine if I could raise this up. There's no way this has stance. No, it doesn't. Okay, I was about to say, there is no way this has stancing. Okay. Yep. It was 69,420,000. Or, if you know Harry, it was a lot cheaper. When he when he restocked it, he put it back to the normal price. I don't know if it's still the normal price, but I'm not doing anything to this one. This is my nice car. The other cars I can do, we're gonna go to the Roxwood and we're gonna look at the dealership and see what car I'm gonna buy to make the funny car with the wheels all the way in turned. How did you get the money? Yeah, I know. No, when he restocked them, he put them to a normal price. Which was, I think I paid $200K for that. Which, once again, that's, you know, that's money. That's farm alcohol money that I spent. I should have bought the Cybertruck when Ralph offered it to me. I should have, like, been... I couldn't give him all the money right then, that's why. But I could have told, running from the cops, I could have just, like, put cruise control on. And told him I'm not driving, it's self-driving, I can't tell. Crash? Nope, alright. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I know. Okay, good. Sorry. Yeah, it is, but it was just because it was there. And because I knew how much he wanted for it, so I was like, you know, if it goes back up, I could tell people, hey, you know, I paid that for it. Let's see. Oh, this is in stock. I don't have the money for it. But yes, you know, this is not even, he only ordered 2. I'm the only one who's bought one. I'm actually tempted to buy another one and paint it a different color. Yeah, this one is the one that's getting ridiculous for $650. I don't mind, like, I wouldn't want something like this. I wouldn't want that in real life. I think this is the one that has the boost, like the boost in it. A lot of people have been wanting it. I'm not sure. It could be one of the other ones. See, this right here, I had the opportunity to buy one. I like the back wheel cover. I don't. She's not a motorcycle. Sierra? Definitely. Sierra, definitely motorcycle. But Sierra doesn't like motorcycles, so she wouldn't buy it anyway. Sierra will never own a motorcycle. She hates motorcycles. But Aria, that little scooter is just perfect for her. Just perfect. So we're going to go up to Roxwood. We're going to go look at the boat dealership. And I want something, I don't know, not big, but not small. Like, I don't want something like a Lincoln Town Car or a Cadillac Town, you know, something like that. Like, that's the Pacer that I have. And I have the Panto. Maybe the Asbo. I need to do something about, like, see, that car right there would be hilarious. With the wheels put in. And I like the chrome stripe, though. That is neat looking. But imagine if I did that, raised it all the way up, put the wheels in the middle, and cambered them. People would, you know, that might cause a... If I bought a 9F... If I bought a 9F like how Ralph wants, and then did that, he would probably cry. It's a thing. I'm a 24-hour home health care nurse living. And part of my company's policy is that there can be no disclosure. There can't be a video camera, I can't take video inside the house. Unless it's for medical reasons. So this is a compromise. I can do this to make extra income, but I can't disclose anything, you know, like that could identify myself, my patient, where we live, things of that nature. Plus, it's baked into her backstory. If you go look at Aria's wiki, it will explain why I use the voice changer. Another thing that I wanted a legitimate reason, and I found an event in Redline history that would provide me with it. Hey, Kelly. Man, I got my seatbelt on. Oh, I know who that is. The guy in the blue car right there, I know who that is, but I have no reason to talk to them right now. I might go for my weapons license. I'm not sure. I have to wait. Yeah, well, I had one before. If you go watch some of Joey's videos from last year, I was using a different one because it was free. And it was not the best. It was okay. You could understand what I was saying, but it wasn't the best. And then for Christmas or Black Friday, basically, the program I'm using now had a Black Friday sale that reduced it like almost $150. And I was like, you know what? If I want to start doing what I'm doing now, the streaming, I'm gonna need it. So I was like, let me just upgrade. And the money that I make from my streams goes back into the stream. Or buying groceries. You know, I'm not making Opie money, right? I'm not making Joey UK money. White Elite bought his house just from streaming, I think he said one time. You know? But Elite's been doing it for, like everybody's like, Opie has 2 million followers, but he's been streaming for like, what, 7, 9 years? You know? I've been streaming for 2 months now, and I have as many as I have, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. I'm trying to get Rodney up to 500, right? At 500 subscribers, you can turn on your raid. So I'm trying to tell everybody, go subscribe to Rodney so we can start raiding Rodney when he streams. Because I did that, what was it, 2 days ago, I think? Yeah, we tried raiding him and we couldn't, because he doesn't have the subscribers to have the raid feature. And I remember when I got 500, I was so happy, and then people started raiding me, and it was like, that's awesome. It's a lot due to Ralph, I will admit. Ralph on his stream one day told everyone, go over there and subscribe to her, because I was helping him out so much. And that's why I help. That's another out-of-city reason I help Ralph. It's not technically meta, but because they do help me in-city, but that's why I help Ralph and Bucket and all them, because he helped me. You know, a recommendation from any one of the top 5, as I call them, which is OP, Lauren, French, Trey, and Ralph. A recommendation from any of them goes a long way. It means that you do good RP. If you don't, they're not going to give you a recommendation. All right, so I don't want something like this. I don't. And I already have a Panto. I have Bison. I just don't see this. Like, when I see the car that I want to do, I'll be like, that's it. And I'll see what y'all think. But for right now, I'm really not seeing. I will never buy another one of those again. Okay. Ooh, see, something about that. I don't think it would look as funny as I think on that one. Okay, out of all the ones I saw, I want to say that one. I think would look pretty funny with it. I have an issue with watching Rodney, mostly when he's trucking. The amount of disrespect for locals is like, for a judge, I cringe a lot while watching his streams. Yeah, I don't mind Rodney. There's been a couple of questionable things he's done in city, in my opinion, but nothing, like I'm not going to Murphy with the Boujou accusation. I watched it again last night at Rodney Dangerfield. I want to say that's his, let me see. I'll check right now. I watched it again last night, and I don't think he was any way serious about it. So I'm not going to bring it up to Rodney. I mean, to Murphy. Is when I find it, yeah, Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah, I'm subscribed to. God, I have a lot of Redline subscriptions. But you know, I'm telling y'all, it's worth it. You know, Rodney is an acquired taste, but he's still a Redline streamer. He's still a very important part of this. He's a very important part of the community, and he does provide good. He's a good example for RP. Let me put it that way. There's questionable things he does, but there's questionable things I've done. But you know, it's helping every Redline streamer helps the entire server. So helping Rodney in a way helps Opie, helps Lauren, because it puts more. It lets YouTube know that there's more of an interest in Redline itself than just certain streamers. You know? Because if 1,000 people woke up and subscribed to Rodney, it would recommend Rodney to other people, which would then in turn, they would see all the other people and they might be like, well, I like this guy Bucket. I like this, what's this dude doing driving a French bread car? And then they might go look, and then they subscribe. So that's how it's like Pokemon. Helping one helps all. Right? You know what I haven't done yet? And I'm driving this. I don't get to drive this, so I'm driving it. I have not actually been to the new dealership. That would be, do that to that dually. Because I've heard everybody talking about this dually truck. Buy that truck and lower it, or raise it up and put the wheels in. People are going, oh my God. I think that's why Rodney was trying to sell the alcohol. I think he wants to buy it. It is what it is. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it wouldn't be showing, but you could search Redline RP, and it'll pull up and just put a. Oh, I can't remember. I used to know how to do this. That's how I subscribe to everyone. I would put Redline RP and then see the videos that came up, and I'd look at the names, and if I wasn't subbed, I'd click on it, sub, and then if I wanted to watch it, I would, but a lot of times I didn't, I will admit. I was praying the guy didn't turn into me. I like this car too much to damage it. Yeah, look, see, all the housing went up, so all these houses are now going up for sale. There's 5 houses over here. I remember those would have been snapped up within like 10 minutes of being open. Now, everybody's trying to save up for a house. I wonder if you have to pay taxes on the house. Yeah, that's it right there. YouTube Redline. Don't do Redline. Do Redline RP. You can do both. I actually have done both. But if you do Redline, you're going to get the fake Redline. You're going to get people from the public Redline server, which has nothing to do with us. I still remember that night Ralph went in there when the server was shut down. I almost went in there just to, putz around. But I had just found that other city, and I was going in there and talking to people. So I was like, ah. But I remember he went to like 3 or 4, and one of them I remember he was pissed off at him. Like, he got arrested, and there was like no RP. The dude just pulled him out the car, cuffed him, didn't talk to him, put him in cells. No RP at all. And I still see that server. I know what server it is. I'm not giving them the publicity. I still see him on Reddit all the time advertising for people. And I'm like, I understand why you don't have people. I understand why no one wants to play in your server. We've seen videos of it. Okay, I gotta turn right here to get to it. Yeah, it's at the end of this street. You know what? Hold on. Before I do that, let me go rob this store. I'm joking. I'm not robbing a store. Oh, I can't buy anything at this store. That's right. It's like you can rob it, but you can't. You can get gas. You can rob it, but it's not like an actual store. I was gonna buy the. Did you get my message? What's Rodney Dangerfield's channel? It's called Rodney Dangerfield. Let me check it again. I'll try to help y'all out. It is Rodney Dangerfields to Rodney period Dangerfields. But if you're looking for the name, it's gonna be Rodney space Dangerfield. Let me see. He only has a few live videos. Yeah, 13 days ago. But Rodney Dangerfield. Well, two words. Austin. Lady? Did you send it on YouTube or did you send it in Discord? Alright, let me go. It's right here. It's at the end of this. Yeah, I see the cars already. Oh, all of them dropped. Alright, let's see. See, these are all pickup trucks, I know, but... Is that a 6-wheel? No. Alright, let's go see what these things are, and I'll tell you if there's any of them. Transport trailers? Ooh, I put my boat on this. Storage trailers? Yeah, I mean, you can't put... like, trunk capacity 110. See, I like that. Like, I could buy one of these. It's got enough storage, but I'd have to have a towable truck, right? I'd have to have one of these to do it. Let's see. I do not like this. No. It's a 4-door truck. It's 130 trunk capacity. That's good. I passed one up. Let's look at this one. I'll go back. See, this I like. I like this little thing. Twice in single cab, though. No, it just looks like the truck I already had. Invictus lifted double. Okay, double cabs. This one's just lifted up. For 75K more, I just get a car that has a stance kit put on it. I no thank you. Ooh, look at this. This thing looks mean. This thing looks like you're gonna, like, rob a store and ram the cops afterward. Guardian single cab? It's just a smaller, it looks like an RC car. The smaller version looks like an RC car. 750, good lord. Fan King, double cab. It's too long. Like, I'm not picking apart. I'm sure, you know, they're good cars. It's just, see, this thing, that looks mean with all the extra metal parts. Dually lifted. Okay, this one has like a bunch of extra parts in the back. 750. Why is the bigger one cheaper? Oh, this one holds 300 pounds. That's why it's so. And has 80 slots. That's why it's so expensive. It holds more weight. Now I see why people want it. Big brother, little brother. Big brother, little brother. Sandstorm. Now I can get behind the Sandstorm. I love the Sandstorm in 1.8. It's not bad. This one holds a lot more. Those 250. This one holds 200, 250. Yeah, so I'd get the 250 one if I was gonna. So it's a different car, and then the Sandstorm single cab. Yeah, no, if I was gonna get one, it would be this one. It would be this one, or where's the other one? I like the Canis, I think it was. Yeah, no, was it that one or was it this one? It was this one. Those would be the two I would get. But I probably would get this one just due to the weight. 250 for this isn't bad. I think they are actually the price of them, though. Because they're C-class cars. They're not, you know, if it was A or B class, then yes, I can 100% see getting a lot. But that's the price of them, I think. I don't know, though. I know that 750K, though, I know that is what they're charging for it. Because people are already complaining about it. I don't mind that, but you'd need one of these. I couldn't tow it. Like, can my Bison pickup from the standard dealership tow a car? Or does it have to be one of these? It's probably going to have to be one of those. Okay, I went the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I need to get to the store and buy something to get this stress down. Yep, let me get to the store, which is this way, turn right here. Yep. I keep forgetting to ask Gary about that house. I know it's not up to Harry, okay? Where they put the houses in is not up to Harry. But I want to, like, express interest that I'd be willing to pay, like, $5-6 million for that house. That would probably get some eyes raised. And I would. I would just make a ton of alcohol and not buy anything. Like, just food and gas, that's it. People wouldn't see me. I wouldn't even do lawyer jobs. I'd be at the mine all day. Oh, I just bought all the candy. I don't want to do this. You know what? I'm gonna go to the pharmacy. I don't want to. She's not a smoker. I don't want her. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to promote it. I wish there was other ways to get your stress down than using drugs or smoking. I don't like that there's no other option. I don't smoke in real life. I don't like smoking in real life. People can do it. You know, that's their choice. I can't live their lives. But for me, I don't want to be around cigarette smokers because the smell. And I don't want to do it on here. Good morning, Scott. So I hope I'm wrong, but those look like Price hair. He might not have, to be honest. I'm fine, Thielander. Thielander Ravether. Oh, no, yeah, the first order, that's it. But if he has to order more, the price goes up. That's just how the Redline works. It's like I don't understand that. You would think the price would go down because every person who owns one lowers the value of the car. If they have an example, let's say, I need gas in that. Let's take the Panto for example, right? Let's say this was a dealership car. Let's say this cost $300K. Okay? Let's just say, for instance. Well, if 5 people have it, and it goes up to $700K, what's to stop the other people from just selling theirs for a lot cheaper, like $600 or... You know, it devalues the car the more you have in, not raises the value of it. Well, no, it's not Harry, though. It's not. It's the system. Whenever he buys a car, whenever he goes to restock, they cost more. It's not Harry doing that. That's the way the system works. I thought the same thing. Which one is the stress? I think it's painkiller. No, it's not morphine. It's gotta be painkillers that lower your stress. But it's the system. Whenever he goes to buy, it might be Harry, I don't know. But I know that usually when he tells us it's time to restock, it'll be like they cost more every restock. Why did my trunk open? Oh, okay. Reduce stress. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna get somewhere before I drive under painkillers. Because you can get pulled over for that. It's DWI, DUI, driving under influence. It's not just alcohol, it's drugs as well. So I'm gonna get over here. He might, yeah, but I think it's when he orders new cars. Because I remember when they were talking about it, when it first had to restock, when he got to be mayor. When he first got elected mayor and he was figuring out how things work, he would tell people. He would tell people, everyone who would listen. And I think he said that that's how it worked. Every time he ordered more cars, it cost the city more to import them. So they had to go up in price. See, this happens when you're under painkillers, though. Trippy. I wonder, does this to reduce all the stress or just like a little bit? I try to my Spotify HUD and it'll come up with this and you can edit. And I try to put my stress and all that was right here. I would try to re-put it on and it wouldn't do it. Like if you go to player info, not player info. It's icons. It's player health. Stress. I have it at 100%. But it just doesn't show up down here. Even when I change my icons around. It never shows up. I'd have to reset everything. And I don't want to reset everything. I mean, I guess I could. Trade. I guess I could reset everything. It wouldn't take but a few minutes to put everything back. But, unfortunately, all y'all, I told y'all it was gonna be a short stream. I got a lot of things to take care of today. I gotta be somewhere for 10 now, I just found out. And it's gonna take me about 10 minutes to get there, so I have to let y'all go. Let me see, I don't believe, but hopefully, let's all pray. Let's all pray, come on. Nope, there's no one else. Let me check before I say there's no one, because, like, Rodney was streaming the other day and I didn't know. Let's go. Why? No, not in Redline. Let's search Redline RP and go to I. And it is just me. I do appreciate all y'all for stopping by today. What the hell? Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck? Something's going on. I do appreciate all y'all stopping by. I have to go. I will check. I'm gonna go today. I'm probably gonna have to spend a little bit of time watching that video, getting, oh, for all that you don't know, for all of y'all that came in late, we did find the body cam for Bucket's case. So Bucket's case will be proceeding. So they did have the body cam. We got it. I've watched it. So that case will be going to court. It has been approved by CJ. So that y'all will be seeing that case when it happens. I will be streaming that case. So all y'all have a great day. Go tell the other Redline streamers hi. And I will see you all here tomorrow. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.